Listen closely. Let's be honest, cheating doesn't appear out of nowhere. No one wakes up and says, "I think I'll ruin my relationship today." No, it grows quietly, slowly, like a tiny leak in your roof, drip by drip. A forgotten text here, a cold look there, a hug that feels just a bit too formal. At first, you don't even see it. You're too caught up with life, bills, work, duties. You blame it on stress. She's just exhausted, you tell yourself. She has a lot happening. But the truth is, the leak has already begun, and you won't realize it until the whole ceiling finally collapses, until it's too late, until the laughter fades, until the texts get shorter and colder, until the woman you love is sitting across from you and she's just not present anymore. But here's what no one warns you. A woman who cheats never does it without leaving signals. It's never silent, it's never neat, and it's never without breaks in the foundation. Let that sink deep in. The signs are always there, spread like breadcrumbs. You just didn't want to follow them. You told yourself excuses. She's just busy. She's just tired. It'll go away. She needs space. But behind that excuse, behind that gentle denial, there's a man who feels it. He knows something's wrong, but he doesn't have the courage to say it out loud. Not yet. And if you've ever felt that deep gut punch, that quiet fear that something isn't right, that ache in your chest at 2 a.m., that silence in a room that used to ring with laughter, this one's for you. Because when a woman cheats, she always leaves trails in the mud, marks you can follow, moments you'll replay later, asking how you didn't see it. And today, we're not hiding it under the rug. Today, we're exposing every one of those signs so you don't miss them again, so you don't doubt your worth, so you walk into clarity, not confusion. Let's begin. Sign 1. Her attention shifts and she pretends it hasn't. This one doesn't scream. It whispers softly. It slides in. You don't need a PhD in psychology to feel it. You just need to notice the vibe. One day, she's warm, she's curious, she's engaged, she's asking about your day, smiling when you walk in, holding your hand for no reason. The next day, it's like you're talking to a different person wearing her face. She doesn't ask how your meeting went. She stops laughing at your stories, even the ones she used to love. She forgets your mom's birthday, or that you're allergic to shellfish. She forgets about you. And when you bring it up, when you say, "Hey, something feels off," she hits you with, "You're overthinking. I've just been tired. You're being insecure." But here's the truth, brother. Women don't pull away without reason. They don't just shut down emotionally for nothing. They pull away when their emotional investment moves elsewhere. Whether it's another man, a fantasy, or just the idea of freedom and escape, the focus is no longer on you. And that's the first real fracture. It doesn't look like betrayal. It doesn't sound like it either, but it is. Because emotional distance is always the first step before physical betrayal. Sign 2. She starts hiding the small stuff. Cheating doesn't begin in the bedroom. That's the myth we've been sold in movies, that it starts with a kiss, a touch, a hotel room. But in real life, it starts in the quiet. She used to tell you everything, even the boring stuff. What Susan at work said, what she had for lunch, how the dog barked at the delivery guy. Now she just says, "Long day," and walks away. No details, no stories, no warmth. And you don't even notice it at first, because we all have rough days, right? But then you see it's not just her words that have gone quiet, it's her presence. She used to leave her phone on the counter, unlocked, face up, notifications popping. No big deal. Now that phone's face down, locked tighter than a bank vault, always in her hand. Even when she showers, it's within reach. You joke about it. She says, "Gah, you're being dramatic. You don't trust me." And boom, you become the bad guy. You're jealous, you're insecure, you're controlling. But brother, let's not pretend you don't see what's really happening here. She's compartmentalizing. She's dividing her life into two lanes, the version of herself that's still with you and the version that's quietly, slowly sliding away. See, a woman doesn't have to walk out the door to leave. Sometimes she stays but takes everything that matters with her. Her truth, her laughter, her loyalty. Her body may still be in the room, but her heart is packing its bags. A cheating woman becomes a magician. She distracts with one hand. Look, everything's fine, you're just paranoid. While the other hand hides what you're not supposed to see. It's smoke and mirrors. It's manipulation with a smile. And if you start thinking you're crazy, if you start doubting what you feel deep in your chest, it's because she has mastered something even more powerful than lying: emotional gaslighting. She'll make you question reality. She'll make you wonder if you're just too sensitive. She'll make you feel guilty for noticing that she's changing. But deep down, you know. You've always known, because energy doesn't lie. A woman's presence, her effort, her words, they all shift when her heart does. And here's the worst part. She'll still act like she's yours, just enough to keep you confused. But in truth, she's auditioning a new life, one where you're not cast in the leading role anymore. She won't tell you, she won't fight you, she'll just fade bit by bit. And by the time you notice, she's already halfway out the door, emotionally free and unaccountable. Comment below, have you ever felt this kind of shift in your relationship? Share your story. Like this video if it gave you clarity. Subscribe to The Manipulated Mind for more insights into dark relationship psychology, attraction, love, and boundaries. Share this with someone who needs to see the warning signs before it's too late. Watch till the end, because the next signs will help you see things before they spiral out of control. Sign 3. The intimacy vanishes or mutates. One of the loudest red flags is what happens in the bedroom, or what doesn't happen. Intimacy, real, raw, emotional intimacy, isn't just about sex. It's about connection. It's about energy. It's about two souls meeting with trust in between. But when a woman starts cheating, that intimacy changes, and you feel it before you even realize what you're experiencing. She might suddenly become cold, uninterested, distant, as if touching you takes effort, as if your hands are strangers, as if your breath against her skin no longer feels like home. You're just like a memory she's outgrown, and you start asking yourself, what did I do wrong? Did I change? Is she just stressed? But it's deeper than that. Sometimes the shift goes the other way. She becomes too interested, too intense, too forceful. She introduces new moves, different energy, a fire that wasn't there before. And instead of feeling excited, you feel confused, because the question starts echoing in your head. Where did she learn that? Who is this really for? And that's the twist, my brother. Both scenarios, coldness or hyper-intimacy, are warning signs. Because when a woman is cheating, she's not just sharing her body, she's redirecting her intimacy currency. And intimacy, like money, has a limit. It can't be spent in two places at once. So what happens? That currency either dries up with you or gets exaggerated as a performance. As a cover-up, as damage control, sex becomes one of three things: a chore just to keep the peace, a performance, a staged show to make you think nothing's wrong, a confession in disguise, an effort to ease her own guilt. But one thing, it rarely is anymore: real. You'll feel it in the aftermath, when she rolls over instead of holding you, when the silence between you stretches longer than the night, when you feel more alone after being close than you did before. It's like kissing someone through a glass wall. It looks the same, sounds the same, but it's empty. That isn't love. That isn't connection. That isn't a phase. That's the residue of betrayal. You'll lie awake wondering, why does she feel so far away? And the answer, because she already is. Her body may still be next to you, but her soul is somewhere else. Her thoughts are with someone else. Her heart is exploring a world you're not invited into. And that, my brother, is one of the cruelest forms of loss. Part 5. Sign 5. Her future plans no longer include you. This one hits different. It doesn't come with a scream. It doesn't come with a fight. It comes with quiet, a kind of emotional fog that rolls in slowly, but once it's there, you can't see the future anymore, at least not the one you both used to dream of. One day, she says, "When we go on vacation next summer." The next, it's, "I want to travel more." No, just I. She used to say, "When we get a place together." Now it's, "I've been thinking of moving." And it's not just words, it's the tone, the absence of excitement, the lack of shared vision, the shift from us to me. And it hurts because it's subtle, because it doesn't come with an announcement, because it happens in such small ways. You don't even realize she's slowly erasing you from her future. She talks about growth, space, healing, but not with you. She doesn't say, "I need to heal together." She says, "I need time. I need distance. I need to figure things out." And when you ask, "Where do I fit into all this?" she looks confused, as if the thought of including you never crossed her mind. That's when it hits you. She's already planning her exit, and you're just waiting to be notified. That's why you feel like a ghost in your own relationship. That's why her eyes don't light up when they meet yours anymore. That's why everything feels like it's floating in limbo. Because in her mind, she's already moved on. She just hasn't packed the bags yet. You're still standing in the doorway, and she's already down the street, emotionally free, spiritually gone. You're just catching up to the memo. And I know this is where most men fall apart. They beg, they bargain, they try to become better, try to fix what she already decided wasn't worth saving. But don't chase, don't plead, don't shrink, because if she had to lose herself to find herself, brother, she was never truly yours to begin with. Here's the bigger truth. Cheating isn't a random act. It's a process, a slow erosion of connection. A woman doesn't cheat the moment she touches another man. She cheats the moment she disconnects from you emotionally and makes the quiet decision not to reconnect. That's when it starts. During the day, she stops trying. At night, she stops turning towards you in bed. In the week, she stops including you in plans. In the month, she starts searching for something more without ever telling you she stopped seeing value in what you already had. The signs are always there, but you have to be brave enough to see them and strong enough to walk away when you do. Because here's the hard truth. If you let someone cross your boundaries once, you've taught them it's okay to do it again. So what do? You stay awake. You stay grounded, you listen to your instincts, and most importantly, you don't shrink for anyone who has outgrown their loyalty. Let's zoom out for a second. Why does cheating hurt us so deeply? It's not just about broken trust. It's about the death of a dream, the slow collapse of a future you were building with both hands. The moment when we becomes me, and you're left in the wreckage wondering if any of it was ever real. But here's what you must hear today. It was real. Your effort, your loyalty, your faith in her, all of it was real, even if her commitment died quietly in the background. But here's the truth most men miss. This isn't just about her. This is about you. This is about what you've tolerated in the name of love, about the signs you ignored in the name of hope, about the nights you lay beside her feeling lonely and blaming yourself for it. But no more. Today, you wake up. Today, you stop making excuses for someone else's betrayal. Today, you reclaim your power, not by hating her, but by choosing yourself. Because the truth is, you can't control who cheats on you, but you can control what happens next. Bonus tip, watch how she repairs. This is the most overlooked sign and the most important. Every couple has problems. Every relationship hits rough patches. But what separates real love from fake loyalty is what she does when things get tough. Does she lean in or drift away? Does she open up or shut you out? Does she fight for the relationship or just fight inside it? Because when a woman is truly yours, she doesn't disappear when things get uncomfortable. She doesn't retreat into silence. She doesn't give less and call it space. She shows up even when it's hard, even when it's messy. So if she's no longer repairing with you, she's already rebuilding without you. And that, my friend, is your signal. So now what? You've seen the signs, you've heard the truth, you've felt the ache, and now it's time to choose clarity over confusion, to stop guessing, stop justifying, stop waiting for someone who's already gone. You don't need closure from her, you need courage in yourself. So here's what I want you to do. Comment the word clarity if you feel this in your soul. If you're done tolerating emotional neglect, if you're done questioning your worth, let this be the day you no longer beg to stay in a place you're being emotionally evicted from. And if you're tired of lies, tired of manipulation, tired of being the only one holding the relationship together, subscribe. Because on this channel, we don't chase shadows, we sharpen minds. We don't teach you how to win her back, we teach you how to never lose yourself again. Comment below, write clarity if you feel this deeply. Like this video if it opened your eyes. Subscribe to The Manipulated Mind for more insights into dark relationship psychology, attraction, love, and boundaries. Share this with anyone who needs to see the warning signs early.